Sitaram, and a pleasant good evening to each and everyone. Welcome to tonight's Connecting Through Bhajans. At this point, I'd like to invite Auntie Chancy to lead us in our opening prayer, followed by our first bhajan or kirtan. Thank you.
Namaste everyone. Sitaram Sairam. What a beautiful auspicious period we are in now. We are on the cusp of our Muslim brothers and sisters beginning their fast for the month of Ramadan. Our Christian brothers and sisters are in the Lenten period. And we are about to start or have started. Not sure if it's today. I think it's today we've started our Navaratri period. So there's never a bad time to pray. But this again shows us the unity, the oneness of God. So as we join together today, I'm not sure if Shabana can pull up the mantras, but if not, I'll just go. There we go. So these are very, very meaningful mantras, and we should try to all learn them. So let's begin.
ईशावास्यम् इदं सर्वं यत्किञ्च जगत्यां जगत् तेन त्यक्तेन भुञ्जीथा मा गृध्रः कस्य विद्धनम् मन्मना भव मद्भक्तो मद्याजी मां नमस्कुरु मामि वैश्यसि सत्यं चे प्रतिज्ञानि प्रियोऽसि मे ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्ति.
We dedicate this evening's satsang to all those who may be sick, all those who are in pain. We pray that we uplift ourselves so we can continue to help and uplift others. This is our divine duty. This is the mandate that has been given to us by our beautiful, most compassionate, most loving Lord.
दया सुधा बरसावो माता जय 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 अम्बे प्रेम सुधा बरसावो माता जय 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 अम्बे देवी निरंजनी साई भवानी देवी निरंजनी साई भवानी जय 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 अम्बे जय 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 अम्बे साई जय 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 अम्बे दया सुधा बरसावो माता जय 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 अम्बे प्रेम सुधा बरसाओ माता, जय 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 अम्बे। देवी निरंजनी साई भवानी, देवी निरंजनी साई भवानी, जय 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 अम्बे, जय 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 अम्बे। साई जय 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 अम्बे। दया सुधा बरसाओ माता, जय 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 अम्बे। Namaste everyone.
Thank you very much, Auntie Chancy. So, Auntie Indra, can you do the next bhajan or kirtan for us, followed by Rajita, Auntie Joy, Seema, and then my mom. Thank you.
Sitaram, everyone. Sarvamangalamangaliye Shive Sarvate Sadhike Sharan Trayambike Gauri Narayani Namostute. Ma Jai Ambe Ma Jai Durge Ma Raksha Karo Ma Jai Ambe Ma Jai Durge Ma Kripa Karo Ma Jai Ambe Ma Jai Durge Ma Raksha Karo Ma Jai Ambe Ma Jai Durge Ma Kripa Karo O Pahara Wale Jhota Waliya O Shera Wale Shakti Sahile Ma Jai Ambe Ma Jai Durge Ma Raksha Karo Ma Jai Ambe Ma Jai Durge Ma Kripa Karo मन में लगन है जरा राह तन है खुशियाँ खजाना तू मैं ललचाऊं घर घर आओ दिल को बदाना तू मन में लगन है जरा रकतन है खुशियाँ खजाना तू मैं ललचाऊं घर घर आओ दिल को बदाना तू माँ जय अम्बे माँ जय दुर्गे माँ रक्षा करो माँ जय अम्बे माँ जय दुर्गे माँ कृपा करो रुत ये सुहानी ठंडा ठंडा पानी सपने हरे मन के मगन ही डोरी होती है ये पूरी आशाएं जीवन की रुत ये सुहानी ठंडा ठंडा पानी सपने हरे मन के मगन ही डोरी होती है ये पूरी आशाएं जीवन की माँ जय अम्बे माँ जय दुर्गे माँ रक्षा करो माँ जय अम्बे माँ जय दुर्गे माँ कृपा करो माँ जय अम्बे माँ, जय दुर्गे माँ, रक्षा करो माँ। जय अम्बे माँ, जय दुर्गे माँ, कृपा करो. Sitaram again, everyone. Thank you.
Hari Om. Mukunda Madhava Govinda Bol Keshava Madhava Hari Hari Bol Mukunda Madhava Govinda Bol Keshava Madhava Hari Hari Bol Ram Ram Bol Ram Ram Bol Krishna Krishna Bol Krishna Krishna Bol Shiva Shiva Bol Shiva Shiva Bol Mukunda Madhava Govinda Bol Keshava Madhava Hari Hari Bol Keshava Madhava Hari Hari Bol Keshava Madhava Hari Hari Bol. Thank you. Sitaram.
Sitaram. हे शारदे माँ, हे शारदे माँ, अज्ञानता से हमें तार दे माँ। हे शारदे माँ, हे शारदे माँ, अज्ञानता से हमें तार दे माँ। तू स्वर की देवी, ये संगीत तुझसे, हर शब्द तेरा है, हर गीत तुझसे। आ तू स्वर की देवी, ये संगीत तुझसे, हर शब्द तेरा है, हर गीत तुझसे। हम हैं अकेले, हम हैं अधूरी, तेरी शरण हम, हमें प्यार दे माँ। हे शारदे माँ, हे शारदे माँ, अज्ञानता से हमें तार दे माँ। मुनियों ने समझी, गुनियों ने जानी, वेदों की भाषा पुराणों की वाणी। मुनियों ने समझी, गुनियों ने जानी, वेदों की भाषा पुराणों की वाणी। हम भी तू समझे, हम भी तू जानी, विद्या का हमको अधिकार दे माँ। हे शारदे माँ, हे शारदे माँ, अज्ञानता से हमें तार दे माँ। तू श्वेत वर्णी कमल पे विराजे, हाथों में वीणा मुकुट सर पे साजे। तू श्वेत वर्णी कमल पे विराजे, हाथों में जीवीना मुकुट सर पे साजे। मन से हमारे मिटाते अंधेरे, हमको उजालों का संसार दे माँ। हे शारदे माँ, हे शारदे माँ, अज्ञानता से हमें तार दे माँ। अज्ञानता से हमें तार दे माँ। Staram.
Sitaram, everyone. Jai Narayani, Jai Jai Durge, Jai Jai Ambe, Namo Namah. Jai Narayani, Jai Jai Durge, Jai Jai Ambe, Namo Namah. तेरा पावन सुमिरन करते, अंतर में सुख भर आता। रोम रोम में प्रेम तिहारा, मन में भक्ति बिखर जाता। जय कल्याणी, जय जय दुर्गे, जय जय अम्बे, नमो नमः। मन अंतर में मंत्र बनो तुम, जीवन ये गुण जादो माँ। जन्म जन्म के संतापों को तेजस्वी अपनी जला दो माँ। जय रुद्राणी, जय जय दुर्गे, जय जय अम्बे, नमो नमः। मंगल साथी देने वाली, मन वांछित फल बरसाया। द्वार तिहारा आखे मैया, कोई खाली नहीं जाता। जय ब्रह्मानी, जय जय दुर्गे, जय जय अम्बे, नमो नमः। ध्यान भजन हम निश दिन करते, मन में जपते नाम विमल। शरण परे तो एक सहारा, मैया तेरा चरण कमल। जयति शिवानी, जय जय दुर्गे, जय जय अम्बे, नमो नमः। जय नारायणी, जय जय दुर्गे, जय जय अम्बे, नमो नमः। जय जय अम्बे, नमो नमः। जय जय अम्बे, namo namah. Thank you.
Thank you all very much. Rajita, can you do another kirtan for us? And I'll pass over to Auntie Chancy for tonight's Catechism. Thank you.
Harium Sitaram. Veera Hanumana Ati Bhagavana राम राम बसिया रे। हे प्रभु मन बसिया रे। वीर हनुमान अति बलवान राम राम बसिया रे। हे प्रभु मन बसिया रे। राम लक्ष्मण जानकी जय बोलो हनुमान की। 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 वीर हनुमान अति बलवान राम राम बसिया रे। हे प्रभु मन बसिया रे। वीर हनुमान अति बलवान राम राम बसिया रे। हे प्रभु मन बसिया रे। सीताराम जय सीताराम पतित मार पर राजे राम। सीताराम जय सीताराम भज मन प्यार सीताराम। सीताराम जय सीताराम पतित मार पर याद सीताराम। सीताराम जय सीताराम पतित मार पर सीताराम। वीर हनुमान अति बलवान राम राम बसिया रे। हे प्रभु मन बसिया रे। हे प्रभु मन बसिया रे। हे प्रभु मन बसिया रे। Thank you.
Thank you, Rajita. That was lovely. So, you're an inspiration to some of the ones who are here, some of the older ones as well. We've gotten a few to sing and we're hoping that we will get more. Anyway, so as I begin today, I'm going to look at one verse from the Bhagavad Gita, chapter 12, on Bhakti Yoga, and this follows from the last 2 weeks. And this is the build up to this very, very important verse. And it goes like this, it's very short. Advishta sarva bhutanam maitraha karuneva cha nirmamo nirahamkaraha samadukha sukhakshami samtushtaha satatam yogi yatatma dridanaschaya mayarpatya manobuddhir yo madbhakta same priyaha. So this absolutely beautiful verse 13, going into 14. So it speaks about what are the traits of a devotee. What are the traits? What are we supposed to look for? And you know, in chapter 2, where the question was asked, who is a wise one? Remember when Arjuna asked the question, how does he or she walk? How do they talk? What do they look like? How do they behave? You know, and I remember the first time I read that, I thought to myself, this is rather, you know, it's kind of, these are kind of mundane questions, but presently when you think about it, these are the questions that come to mind, and you look at these, you look at people, and these are the things that stand out. So physically is one, and then you look, because if someone does not attract you by their behavior and their appearance and so on, sometimes you don't take a second look. So this particular verse epitomizes, or is the essence of so much of the teachings that the Lord has given to us. And the literal translation is, he who hates no being, he who hates no being, who is friendly and compassionate to all. So this is what we've been speaking about when we speak about the Lord's immanence. When you see God in all, you cannot behave in a hateful manner. Your attitude will change. Not only your attitude to human beings, but your attitude to animals and to the living earth. Because you understand that the Lord permeates every aspect of creation. He who hates no being, who is friendly and compassionate to all, who is free from the feeling of I and mine. So this is another part. Who is free from the feeling of I and mine. So this speaks to the concept of selflessness as opposed to selfishness. So when we look at ego, remember, I keep reminding you, Swami says, you use the word ego as an acronym that says it edges God out of your life. Because if you look at it in a logical manner, if you are so egotistical, you think you're arrogant, you become arrogant, and you are self-absorbed. You think of yourself and you think you are the greatest, that you alone can do things. And so you do not recognize God and what God is doing for you in terms of your life. Remember last time we were speaking about it, and the hymn Make Me an Instrument. So this is what we are. This is what we are. We are nothing without the divine. He who is even-minded in pain and pleasure and forbearing. This one is a very difficult one. So in the last few weeks, we've had people who have experienced loss. And only when we experience loss, we understand. We are emotional beings. We are emotional beings. So it is going to be a challenge. And the Lord is not saying that we won't be upset. But what this is pointing to is that we must not lose control. And we must not go into depression and become so upset and inconsolable. This is what the Lord is speaking about here. Because when you understand that the soul lives on, our tradition teaches this, our soul lives on, the Atman never dies, then we have a different sort of understanding and an acceptance. So in times of tragedy, these are the words that should comfort us. The one who is ever content, steady in meditation, self-controlled, and possessed of firm conviction, with mind and intellect fixed on me, he, my devotee, is dear to me. Ever content. How can you be ever content? How can you always be happy? So even though you may be experiencing trials and tribulations, turmoil in your life, the understanding that you are doing all that you can and you accept the grace of God. In Sanskrit, this is called, we refer to God as the karma phala data, the one who gives us the fruit of our actions. So when you understand that what you are experiencing is not just from what you are doing now, but from your past, the vasanas you have accumulated, it changes how you look at things. Now, be very cautious. We are not, the Hindu tradition does not believe in fatalism, that everything is predestined and so on. Yes, there's some things we come with predilections and you know, certain traits, but we have free will. We have free will in this life, and when we hear that cliched sentence, life is about choices, that is exactly what it is about. We are the ones who have to choose. Yes, we may be placed in circumstances that it may be difficult to choose the right thing, but still, at the end of the day, it is our choice. And that is very, very important to always remember. So this way, if you know you are doing your best and you accept that this is from God, the other Sanskrit word for this is, what the Lord is giving to you is prasada buddhi. You look at it as God's gift to you. So the Lord is karma paladata. He's the one who gives, and what he's giving is, and this attitude, what we accept, prasada buddhi. So it also builds humility. Steady in meditation. We spoke about this last week or the week before, I can't remember. So how do you meditate? How do you meditate? Do you need to be a recluse and you go somewhere in a real dark place and be private and so on? Yes, you can do that. But you can also meditate on God 24/7. Well, maybe not when you're sleeping, but all during your waking hours. When you keep God in your thoughts, you're working. You see, if you are defined by sattvic thoughts, sattvic qualities, your behavior now becomes sattvic. And it's interesting because the concept of yajna, we hear about yajna always. And people, we've discussed this before, and I think I talked a little bit about it last week. It's very important for us to understand the same attitude, this selfless attitude. This is yajna. And this is what we should be doing every single day. So sometimes what we practice every day as yajna, some of us, we would gain more merits than someone who is performing, you know, the traditional, in a traditional sense of a yajna, where they want to lord it over for everybody to see what they have and how much they can spend and how they can decorate beautifully and all the outfits and all of this. So again, we spoke about Abhyasa Yoga, but the Lord is saying Abhyasa Yoga without the mind being focused, it's not going to help you very much. It will help you, but there's still so much more for you to grow. So these are the things. So this verse is almost like the penultimate verse of, that is kind of succinctly bringing together all what was said before. So anything, we can be doing anything. You take a walk, you sit and you play with your pets. You walk around in the garden and you look at butterflies and bees. All of this is meditation because you are seeing the divine all around. And this is what our tradition is all about. Not just to go to the temple alone, but to see God. And these are not my words. This is what the Lord is saying right here. Over and over, that concept of immanence. And too often, people have this idea that God can only be found within those four walls. And then they change their behavior and they become very, very, flexible and polite in that setting. And when they come out, it's like they've left God behind. Remember that beautiful poem from Rabindranath Tagore about that, where he's speaking about you changing yourself rather than just going to the temple or mosque or church, and you remain the same individual within. So Let us think of the different ways that we can think of God all day long. And where your thoughts are, you bring your hands. Or could be vice versa, where your hands are, you bring good thoughts. Ever content, steady in meditation, self-controlled. Self-controlled. What type of control do you think this is? Self-control. One of the basic elements of any tradition, but especially our tradition, is discipline. Discipline. And what type of discipline is this? Swami says time is God. The discipline of time. The discipline of forbearance. The discipline of how you may fast. These are all disciplines. How you chant, how you compose yourselves for prayer. All of this is discipline. Whether you open your mind and you're focused on God when you're performing puja, or you're performing anything, all of this is discipline. If you are studying for an exam and you are not disciplined in your approach, chances are, unless you are a genius, you may not do very well. Everything in life, you must be disciplined. Discipline in prayer, discipline in practice, discipline in lifestyle, the way we eat, the way we behave. These are all part and parcel of our tradition. The only thing that we have to sit and pray, and that's it. Hinduism is a way of life, how we live. People should look at us and know who we are. We should not have to say it. I keep saying this. So, self-control and possessed of firm conviction. What sort of conviction is this? That you are unshakable. And this is what we need to teach our children. That they should be or must be leaders rather than followers. But if the leader is rudderless, if you have not instilled proper spiritual values, moral and ethical values to your children, what type of leadership are they going to practice? And we see all over the world there's a crisis in leadership. Leaders are morally, ethically, and spiritually bankrupt. So many people who we should, or that people hold in high regard because of their positions and so on, morally bankrupt. So be very careful. This is very important to you, for us, all of us, to teach our children. So, possess a firm conviction with mind and intellect fixed on me. He, my devotee, is dear to me. With mind and intellect fixed on me. So, your thoughts, your intellect, meaning logically, where your mind is, if you read and you have that understanding, you become even closer. So then you have the Sankhya Yoga, knowledge. Your knowledge, with knowledge, that informs your behavior. And this is what is important. So the Lord has put it in a nutshell here. And you can go ahead and read. You can go ahead and read read the meaning of this particular verse. It's very, very informative. So I will reiterate. He who hates no being It did not say no human being. Huh? The Lord says, he who hates no being, who is friendly and compassionate to all. So he who hates no being, this means all types of violence. Remember, one of the, if not the foremost principle in our tradition is ahimsa. So if we are to grow spiritually over time, we have to stop the slaughter of animals, or to be part and parcel of that. Don't think because you are picking up the meat you may be eating in the supermarket that you are devoid of any sin. You are incurring that sin. Who is friendly and compassionate to all. Compassionate. Empathy. Sympathy. When Swami says, when you eat, I eat, meaning the hungry. The Vedic Havan, when you put something, when what you offer is the Lord, the person offering is the Lord, the fire is the Lord, it is all the Lord. Compassionate to all, who is free from the feeling of I and mine, free of ego, even-minded in pain and pleasure and forbearing, ever content, steady in meditation, self-controlled and possessed of firm conviction, with mind and intellect fixed on me, he my devotee, he or she is dear to me. So let us all reflect on this and where we are. Are we very dear to God? Or are we making our way? And how fast are we moving? So with this I say namaste. I hope something I said would have been useful, helpful. Thank you.
Thank you, Auntie Jansi. So we'll have a couple more bhajans or kirtans, and then we'll have our closing prayer this evening. So Auntie Indra, can you do the next bhajan or kirtan for us, followed by Auntie Joy, Seema, my mom, and Auntie Chance will do the last one for us. Thank you.
Sitaram again, everyone. जग के रखवाले करने वाले जगदम्बे मैया, जग के रखवाले करने वाले जगदम्बे मैया, महिमा तुम्हारी है निराले ओ जगदम्बे मैया, महिमा तुम्हारी है निराले ओ जगदम्बे मैया, जग की रखवाले करने वाले जगदम्बे मैया, तेरी दया से जीते हैं मैया, तेरी भरोसे चलती है नैया, तेरी दया से छूते हैं मैया, तेरी भरोसे चलती है नैया, सबके घर घर में है दिवाली जगदम्बे मैया, महिमा तुम्हारी है निराले ओ जगदम्बे मैया, जग की रखवाले करने वाले जगदम्बे मैया, दुखियों के घर में सुख बरसा दे, अंधियारे घर में दिया जला दे, दुखियों के घर में सुख बरसा दे, अंधियारे घर में दिया जला दे, सबकी मिटा दे रातें काली जगदम्बे मैया, महिमा तुम्हारी है निराले ओ जगदम्बे मैया, जग की रखवाले करने वाले जगदम्बे मैया, चरणों में बैठी आश लगाए विनती हमारी काली न जाए। चरणों में बैठी आश लगाए विनती हमारी काली न जाए। ले लो रे आरती की थाली जगदम्बे मैया, महिमा तुम्हारी है निराले। हे जगदम्बे मैया, जग की रखवाले करने वाले जगदम्बे मैया, जग की रखवाले करने वाले जगदम्बे मैया। हे जगदम्बे मैया, हे जगदम्बे मैया। Sitaram again.
Sitaram. माँ तेरी ममता कितनी प्यारी, कितने प्यार जगाती है, कितनी प्यार जगाती है। माँ तेरी ममता कितनी प्यारी, कितने प्यार जगाती है, कितनी प्यार जगाती है। श्वास श्वास की रक्षा करती, श्वास श्वास की रक्षा करती, पग पग प्राण बचाती है, कितनी प्यार जगाती है। माँ तेरी ममता कितनी प्यारी, कितनी प्यार जगाती है, कितनी प्यार जगाती है। तो ऋषियों की रिधि सिद्धि, तो ब्रह्मा की भक्ति माँ, तो विष्णु की माया देवी, तो शंकर की शक्ति माँ, तू हाथों से भाग जगाती, भागी भागी आती है, कितनी प्यार जगाती है। माँ तेरी ममता कितनी प्यारी, कितनी प्यार जगाती है, कितनी प्यार जगाती है। तू काली महाकाली दुर्गा, तू है बाल भवानी माँ, तू पुराने का तार शारदा, तू वेदों की बानी माँ, तू बालक के ओर मिले कर जीवन गीत सुनाती है, कितनी प्यार जगाती है। माँ तेरी ममता कितनी प्यारी, कितनी प्यार जगाती है, कितनी प्यार जगाती है। Stop.
Sitaram again, everyone.
श्री राम अयोध्या में आए, चलो रे सखी राम से मिलो, चलो रे सखी राम से मिलो, हो श्री राम अयोध्या में, चलो रे सखी राम से मिलो, चलो रे सखी राम से मिलो, राम से मिलो हो सिया राम से मिलो, राम से मिलो हो सिया राम से मिलो, हो श्री राम अयोध्या में आए, चलो रे सखी राम से मिलो, राम लक्ष्मण जन का दुलारी, राम लक्ष्मण जन का दुलारी, हनुमान संगा में आए, चलो रे सखी राम से मिलो, चलो रे सखी राम से मिलो, हो श्री राम अयोध्या में आए, चलो रे सखी राम से मिलो, चलो रे सखी राम से मिलो, माता सुमित्रा आरती उतारी, माता सुमित्रा आरती उतारी, नयन मीरा बहारी, चलो रे सखी राम से मिलो, चलो रे सखी राम से मिलो, हो श्री राम अयोध्या में आए, चलो रे सखी राम से मिलो, चलो रे सखी राम से मिलो, धूप दीप नैवेद्य चाहती, धूप दीप नैवेद्य चाहती, उनके चरण पखारे, चलो रे सखी राम से मिलो, चलो रे सखी राम से मिलो, हो श्री राम अयोध्या में आए, चलो रे सखी राम से मिलो, चलो रे सखी राम से मिलो, तुलसीदास कर जोरा कहत है, तुलसीदास कर जोरा कहत है, हरि गुण गाता चलो रे सखी राम से मिलो, चलो रे सखी राम से मिलो, हो श्री राम अयोध्या में आए, चलो रे सखी राम से मिलो, चलो रे सखी राम से मिलो, चलो रे सखी राम से मिलो।
Sitaram, everyone. जगदीश्वरी दया करो माँ, शिव शंकरी कृपा करो माँ, जगदीश्वरी दया करो माँ, शिव शंकरी कृपा करो माँ, परतेश्वरी रक्षा करो माँ, परतेश्वरी रक्षा करो माँ, साईश्वरी दया करो माँ, शिव शंकरी कृपा करो माँ, साईश्वरी दया करो माँ, शिव शंकरी कृपा करो माँ, जगदीश्वरी दया करो माँ, शिव शंकरी कृपा करो माँ, जगदीश्वरी दया करो माँ, शिव शंकरी कृपा करो माँ, परतेश्वरी रक्षा करो माँ, परतेश्वरी रक्षा करो माँ, साईश्वरी दया करो माँ, शिव शंकरी कृपा करो माँ, साईश्वरी दया करो माँ, शिव शंकरी कृपा करो माँ, जगदीश्वरी दया करो माँ, शिव शंकरी कृपा करो माँ, शिव शंकरी कृपा करो माँ। Thank you.
Auntie Chance, can you do the next one? And Rajita will do one more for us, and then Simo will do our closing prayer this evening. Thank you.
Namaste again. Mother, oh Mother, Saima, you mean the whole world to me, Saima. Mother, oh Mother, Saima, you are the light of my life, Saima. Ma Saima, Ma Saima. In times of trouble and despair, I call your name, you're always there. You guide me forever each day. With all your love, you show me the way. How can we thank you, oh dear Saima, for all your patience and love, Saima? How can we thank you, oh dear Saima, for all your patience and love, Saima, Ma Saima, Ma Saima, Ma Saima, Ma Saima. Mother, oh Mother, Saima, you mean the whole world to me, Saima. Mother, oh Mother, Saima, you are the light of my life, Saima. In times of trouble and despair, I call your name, you're always there. You guide me forever each day. With all your love, you show me the way. How can we thank you, oh dear Saima, for all your patience and love, Saima? How can we thank you, oh dear Saima, for all your patience and love, Saima, Ma Saima, Ma Saima, Ma Saima, Ma Saima. 1,000 pranams, Swami.
Hey, Sitaram. Om Gam Ganapataye Namo Namaha. Shri Siddhivinayaka Namo Namaha. Ashtavinayaka Namo Namaha. Ganapati Bappa Moria. Om Gam Ganapataye Namo Namaha. Shri Siddhivinayaka Namo Namaha. Ashtavinayaka Namo Namaha. Ganapati Bappa Moria. Ganapati Bappa Moria. Thank you.
Thank you.
in closing prayer. Bow your heads, close your eyes. Tvameva Mata cha Pita Tvameva Tvameva Vandu cha Sakha Tvameva Tvameva Vidya Tvameva Tvameva Sarvam Mama. Translation: You are the mother, you are the father, you are the relative, you are the friend, you are the education, you are the wealth. You are everything for me, O Lord. Om Shanti Om. Om Shanti Om. Om Shanti Om. Om Shanti Om. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. Om Shanti Om. Om Shanti Om.